Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye and today we're doing an updated makeup inventory. If you haven't seen the first makeup inventory that I've done for this year, I'll link it down below so you can watch it. I am quite nervous, I'm gonna be honest. My collection has changed quite a lot in the past 6 months and even though certain areas I feel like I've done pretty well in, other areas not so much. I'm looking at you, single shadows. So yeah, without further ado, let's go to my floor, lay out all the makeup in my collection, and let's just talk about it. I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really fucking nervous. But let's do it. Hello, it's Editing Skye here, coming at you in my pajamas and blanket. So this video was filmed almost 2 months ago now, maybe like 1.5 months ago, and my collection has changed a little bit since then. I feel like if you've watched a couple of my more recent videos, you would notice that, for one, I have a tattoo, so you can tell how old this video is, and also certain products aren't in my collection in this video. I didn't want to refilm it because, quite frankly, makeup inventory videos are really fucking hard to film. Really difficult to film, but I still wanted to upload this video because I love makeup inventories and yeah, just keep that in mind that my collection's a bit different. Alrighty, so we are joined together on my floor. Excuse if you can see any bits and bobs. I have cats. That's just, it is what it is. So basically, as we can see here, I like to log everything in my bullet journal so we can see all the numbers from the previous check-in, and I'll be writing in this as we go. Rightio, so the first category is primer. I started out with 2 and now I have just the 1. My goal with my primers is just to keep it at 1, so I'm pretty happy that I have already achieved that. This is the Honest Beauty Matte Primer. One of my friends, Katie, gifted this to me because she has dry skin and she wasn't gonna use it, so happily took it off her hands. It's nice. It's aight. It does its job. Now foundation. I started off the year with 2 and now I just have 1. I basically use the Auric Glow Lust as a foundation, hence why it's in this category, even though it's a multi-use product. Now my goal for my collection is just to keep it at 2, so I'm pretty happy that I just have 1 right now. You're gonna be sensing a theme with my Complexion products as we go on. So for concealer, I started off the year with 2 and I still have 2. This one is newer to me. This is the Zoeva Authentic Concealer. I'm in the shade 30 Actual. Both of these are perfect shade matches for me. The Uoma Beauty Stay Woke, the best concealer I have ever used in my entire life. And my goal with concealers is just to keep it at 2, so glad that I'm sticking with it. I like having things in 2s. Okay, face powder. I started off the year with 2 and I just have 1. I did finish up my 2 Nabla powders and I'm now working on the lip bar pressed powder in Buttercup Baby. Nearly just dropped it. And yeah, my goal was to keep my powder collection at 2 and I kind of want to have 1 pressed and 1 loose. Moving on to bronzer. I started off the year with 2 and I still have 2. The Becca Barley Sands bronzer, my all-time favourite, and the Kaleidos Charisma Contour Palette. I'll actually show you what these look like on the inside, because I do have some cheeky little pan going on. I love these bronzers, they are fantastic, and I'm really sad to see the Becca one go. This is my second one, and my goal with my bronzers is just to keep it at 2. This one is more glowy, this one's matte, so I quite like that. I'm pretty content with that. Alright, this is where things start to get a little bit out of hand. Blush. I'm just gonna open some of these up just so you can see the colours on the inside. I won't open these two because you can pretty clearly see the colours in there. Okay, so blushes. I started off the year with 11 blushes, and I'm gonna count individual pans because that's what I did last time. I'm not, however, going to be counting this pan because I use this as a highlighter, and this one, I just count this as 1 because I use these two as 1. So blushes, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's quite a jump. I've really fallen in love with blush this year and I've loved just playing with it more. I love a super blushed look and I really like how my blush collection looks right now. It's pretty varied, as we can see. My goal for my collection was 13 blushes. Clearly I'm over that mark. I don't know, I feel like I could see myself getting more blushes though. I really love my blush collection. I rotate through all of these. I use and love all of them. And I can see myself getting a few more. I really desperately want to try the Tower 28 cream blushes. Those just look like everything and I've really been loving creams. I only have 2 creams. There are a few other blushes that have caught my eye, but I think for now, I'm pretty content with this at the moment. I did buy this blush this year, the Melt Buzzkill blush, and even though it's little bees, I love bees, the imprint's pretty and the colour's alright, I kind of regret buying this. I don't want to declutter it just yet, but I don't recommend it. I shouldn't have bought it. It was an impulse purchase. I learned my lesson. Do let me know, what are your favourite blushes in your collection? Because I have just become a blush goblin and I just really love them. So I'm not too mad that my blush collection is quite large and expansive. At least for me, this is large and expansive. Okay, now we are moving on to highlighters. Oh god, this is another big one. I would open these up for you, but I mean, it's a bit of effort. I'm not gonna lie, they're all colourful highlighters, my Kaleidos ones. I love them. My favourite highlights in my collection. That being said, I love all the highlights in here. They're all very nice. I've got some nice array of neutrals, some colours. I got everything I need, essentially. Oh, I completely forgot, before we count, I also use this shade as a highlighter, so let me just slot that in there as well. I started off the year with 17 highlighters, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now my collection has grown by 3 products, and that would be this palette right here. This was gifted to me by my friend Hattie, and so yeah, that added 3 to my collection. I have not bought any highlighters this year though. 0. I don't feel any desire to purchase any more highlighters because I literally have everything that I could possibly want. And my goal for my collection is to have 15 highlighters instead of 20. I don't know if I'm going to be able to declutter any of these because I genuinely just really enjoy them all. I've got 1 cream highlighter and the rest are powder. But yeah, I don't know. I want to have 15 highlighters in my collection, maybe like declutter or finish up some of the neutral ones, but I like everything here. But I have 0 desire to buy any more highlights. But yes, if you're curious to know what my favourite highlights are, it's the Kaleidos ones. They were sent to me in PR except for this one, but I love them all. I will never part with any of them. Alright, the next category is brows, and I have 2 products. I started off the year with 1, I now have 2, and my goal is 2. And these products are actually fairly newer to my collection. This is the NYX Brow Glue right here, if it will focus. It's just a clear brow gel. It looks a little bit nasty because I use it with my brow pencil. I really like this brow gel, it's quite nice. And I also have the Bold Face Makeup Better Brows brow pencil in the shade B10. This was sent to me in PR, but I really do enjoy it. It's a very nice, softer, thinner brow pencil. I really like this. I'm content with this. I don't really feel tempted to buy any other brow things. This is all I really need and all I use, so I'm happy to keep it at 2. Another fairly boring category, we have eye primer. I started off the year with 3. I have 3 now, and my goal is 2. I have the Milani eyeshadow primer, my tried and true, the Firene Pixie Epoxy, which has knocked my NYX glitter glue out of the park. I love this stuff. And the Kaleidos Tone Activator eye primer. I really want to finish this product eventually. It's not my favourite. The only reason why I keep it is because it does have a tint to it, and it is useful for when I do graphic liner looks and I just want to blank out my eye. Other than that, I'm not a big fan of this primer. It kind of creases on me really badly and I have really oily eyelids. So yeah, I don't think I'll finish this year, but eventually my goal is just to have these 2. Alright, mascara. I started off the year with 2. I have 1 right now, and my end goal is 2. I like having 2 mascaras, 1 that's opened and 1 unopened, so I can, you know, have 1 ready to go. This one currently is my newest one. It's the NYX Worth the Hype. It's not open just yet because I literally just finished my other mascara. So I'm excited to try this one out. And yeah, my goal is to have 2. I just like having a backup just because it saves me the stress of, you know, not having to worry about when something runs out or dries up. Sticking with the lash theme, we're now talking about false lashes. I started off the year with 6 pairs of lashes and I now have 7 pairs. My goal is 6. Mainly because I can only store 6 lashes in my drawers. So now that I have 7, I do have 1 pair that's kind of like at the wayside. But in general, I would like to just keep it as 6 purely for storage purposes. But these are all the lashes I have. I have 3 Wiki lashes and 4 from Bold Face Makeup. These 4 were sent to me in PR along with the brow pencil. I really like lashes, you know, like I don't wear them all the time, but I wear them frequently enough and they're really fun. But yeah, so far Wiki lashes have been my favorite for so long. But with Bold Face Makeup, I mean, I've only used this pair. This one is Gimme More. Love this pair, so fucking cute. I'm excited to try out the other styles, especially this one. I mean, look at how fucking dramatic that is. I'm so excited. This is the pair newsworthy. But yes, I'm pretty happy with my lash collection. I want to kind of like use up a pair and get rid of it just so I have 6. Like I said, for storage purposes. But yes, content with this. Alright, we're moving on to glitter. I started off the year with 4 and I now have 2. and my goal is 2. I used to have more of the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter liners. I decluttered 2 of them because I just wasn't using them. And my favorite of the 2 is this shade. It's the shade Distortion. It's a beautiful iridescent magicalness. In all honesty, I don't use these that often anymore. I used to use them all the time, but now I have so many indie sparkly shadows that give me the effect of glitter without being glitter. So I don't know, I like having these, but I can see myself decluttering these in the future. So yeah, but they're still here in my collection, so I'm still gonna count them. Alright, loose pigment time. I started off the year with 9 loose pigments, and I now have 4, and my goal was 4, so I'm very happy that I've downsized my loose pigment collection. I used to have the ColourPop Kathleen Lights Zodiac loose pigments, and in all honesty, I literally haven't touched them in a year, so I decided to declutter them. The last ones I have left, these are from the Pastel Roses UK. They're a UK-based indie brand. 3 of these are the flaky loose pigments, and this is just a regular, like, loose shadow. I really like these. I want to keep it at 4 because I use these enough, but not enough to, like, warrant having a bunch of loose pigments, so I like the ones that I have, but I don't think I'll be buying any more. Okay, before we move on to the eyeshadow categories, let's talk about eyeliner. Now, I have a lot of eyeliner to talk about. A lot. I think I'm just gonna keep the wet liners like this, because I really just don't want to take them out, and I'll just take out the rest of them. Okay, they look a little bit wonky, just like myself, so let's count up. I started off the year with 33 eyeliners. I definitely know that this has grown because my Glisten collection has grown. 44 eyeliners. Fucking hell, that's a lot of eyeliner. My collection has grown by 11 in the past 6 months. My goal with eyeliner was 35. However, Glisten have released so many new liner colors that I really want to get. Like, I want their new, like, cocktail duochrome collection, which I know I will be buying. These ones are ColourPop, 2 from LA Girl, Linda Hallberg, and Lethal. I do want to pan my ColourPop ones and replace them with LA Girl, so I can see my collection growing, definitely. I feel like I'm gonna have just a lot of eyeliner, dude. I love eyeliner, I use it all the time. So I'm not too mad that I have a pretty varied collection. So yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I said that my goal was 35. Like, I can see myself having, like, at least 50. At the very least. But yeah, those are all my eyeliners. Alright, we're moving on to single shadows. Fucking hell, I got so many! This is going to be a big one. I recently reorganized my single shadows as well, so you're gonna see what they all look like. So I started off the year with 81 single shadows. Right, this is gonna be difficult. I have 106 single shadows right here. It doesn't look like that much, does it? But it is. My goal for my collection was 100, so I am over by 6 eyeshadows, but I mean, that's not bad. Now, I know that I will be buying more single shadows. I'm very inspired by them. I'm definitely eyeing up some more from Enchanted Luster, Cleona, Shine by SD, I really want more of them. I really want to try Pretties for Your Face as well, so if you have any favourite single shadow brands or, like, colours, do let me know, because I am in the market for some. Not yet, but eventually. I really like single shadows quite a lot. And as we can see, this is my beautiful little iridescent palette right here. Soon the bottom row will be full of Cleona, like, glitter multi-chromes, and then I'll do a video talking about my favourite iridescents. And I also just uploaded my Cleona video. So yeah. I love my single shadow collection. I use them quite a lot. I mean, there's quite a few pans in here. I hope to hit pan in more. It's really diverse. I really like it. I used to have more dupes within my single shadows, but I think those are the ones that I decluttered. This palette especially just makes me so happy. Let's just jump right on into it. Let's just get things started. This is gonna get cut off a little bit because we just have a lot to fill in, okay? We just have a lot. I know some people count individual pans of eyeshadow, and dude, like, counting single shadows was already too much for me, let alone single pans. So, honestly, if any of you in the comments want to count how many pans of eyeshadow I have, Jesus Christ, this is gonna be so big. That's what she said. How am I gonna fit all this? How did I fit it last time? I must have really struggled. I am filming in a very awkward spot. I'm so sorry. I'm trying really hard that you can see everything. I think you can. I think. Alright, palette-wise, let's count these bad boys. I started off the year with 31 eyeshadow palettes. Okay, I've counted this 3 times, and I've gotten different numbers every time. Okay, my camera battery died, and it's been several hours since I sat down, so now I'm just, like, confronted with all of this. In all honesty, my goal for my palettes is 30, and I have 32 if I counted correctly, but I don't really trust myself that I did. I like all my palettes, they are really pretty, but there are a couple in here that I kind of want to put it in purgatory because I don't really gravitate towards them anymore. One of my newer palettes is the Nabla Cutie Coral. I love this one, I've been wanting it for ages and I'm so glad I have it in my collection. So yeah, these are all my palettes. If you're ever curious about my collection, I plan on doing 3 looks 1 palette plus reviews with all of my palettes. So that's gonna be very fun. So yeah, these are all my palettes. I can't wait to pack these away because this is kind of overwhelming to me, just seeing them all laid out. I just have too many palettes. Alright, we're moving on to lip products now. We're in the home stretch. I started out the year with 11 liquid lipsticks and I still have 11. These 2 ones right here are newer to me, the Kaleidos lip clays, and I absolutely love this formula. It's fantastic. I really hope they start selling these shades individually because I really want a couple of the neutral shades. I'm quite happy with my collection staying this way. I think I'd like to get it down to 10. I have my goal written down as 10. As much as I love liquid lipstick, I'm not super inspired by the colours that I have. I mean, they are all different, don't get me wrong, and I do use them all, like this black. I always have to have a black in my collection. This is, I pan black liquid lipstick. I'm that type of person. I'm not really inspired by my collection anymore. I mean, I love these, love this one, these 2. The rest kind of give or take, I guess. So yeah, I've been feeling kind of weary about my liquid lipstick collection, but it is what it is. We'll just leave it at that then. So I started off the year with 8 bullet lipsticks and I'm now down to 5. I panned 3 of them. 3 of them were the Linda Hallberg Fantastics, these ones right here. And I love these. They're a very hydrating like lip formula. So I did finish those ones up. And all of these are very different colours. Like these 2 are neutrals, like a bright orange, a deep, deep red. Like, oh, I love this colour from Black Moon. It's Elm Street. And also this one from Lethal Quest. So good. The wax is bluing on the sides. That's why it looks a bit crappy. I've realised this year that I really have fallen in love with bullet lipsticks. Like, I never used to be a bullet lip ass bitch, but like, mainly because these 2, these Odens Kiss for Fairy bullet lipsticks, I have 1 cream and 1 velvet. These are like my bitch. These are my bitches, I'm gonna be honest. So do let me know, what are your favourite bullet lipstick formulas? I'm very curious because I do want to expand this collection a little bit. My goal with my bullet lipsticks is 10 and I have 5, so I mean I do have some room. I'm not desperate to expand my bullet lipstick collection, I'm happy with how it is now and I love all of these. But like, do let me know, what are your favourite bullet lip formulas because I'd love to know. And if you haven't tried the Odens bullet lipsticks, then I mean, you're seriously missing out. They are fantastic. Okay, we're moving on to lip glosses. I got a lot of lip gloss. I don't know what happened with me. I used to hate lip gloss. I used to absolutely despise it, and now look at me. I started off the year with 16 lip glosses, and I now have 19, and my goal is 20 lip glosses. I just love lip gloss so much. I can't believe I used to hate it. Ever since like I cut my hair short, I've fallen in love with lip gloss. The newer glosses in my collection this year are these 4. So these 2 are the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb creams. I have the shades Honey Waffles and Cookie Jar, and I also have this Essence Shine 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 lip gloss in the shade Deep Red Love, a gift from my friend Hattie. And I have this, ooh, fancy Pat McGrath gloss in the shade Dare to Bear, and this was a gift from my friend Tyra because she had a backup. So yeah, these were my newer glosses to my collection, and as we can see, I have a lot of love for Fenty. I have every gloss Fenty has, except for like the Gloss Bomb Heat, and I think that's it actually. Oh no, and Sweet Mouth and Diamond Milk. I literally own all the Fenty glosses except for 3. Because I'm mad like that, and yes, I want Sweet Mouth, but I use the Fenty glosses all the time. They are such a fantastic formula. I have actually gone through like a full-size Fenty Glow because it's so fucking good. I've almost finished Fussy as well. Unfortunately, the packaging on my glass slipper leaks, which is a bit shit, and I'm close to finishing a bunch of these. Like, I know my little Jasmine lip gloss from Odens is close to being done, same with these 2 from Kaleidos. These are fantastic, and I really desperately want to try the Tower 28 lip glosses, like the Milky Lip Jelly and the regular lip jelly. Dude, I want them so bad. And also, let me know your favourite glosses, because I'm a gloss goblin. I love it. I love goo. And the final category is setting spray. At the beginning of the year, I had 1 setting spray, Now I have one, and my goal is just one, and it is all reliable. She looks a little bit nasty, but we love her anyway. The Urban Decay All Nighter, truly, I need to repurchase this. It's like down here. This is my like 3rd or 4th bottle. I don't remember. I've gone through so many of these. No setting spray comes close to this. If you have oily skin especially, and you want your makeup to last all day and actually make a difference, because some settings, I need to stop doing that, that's very obnoxious, because some setting sprays, like, they claim that they're long lasting, but they're not. Urban Decay All Nighter is that bitch. She really, the only, like, I just love you. So I think overall, looking at my numbers right here, I mean, there has been some differentiation in some areas. I mean, obviously, single shadows has grown, like, quite a lot, but I think overall, my collection has been pretty stable, except for blushes and single shadows, I think. Without further ado, let's just move on into the outro. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know, how has your makeup collection changed over time? I would like to know. If you'd like to see more makeup content from me, then follow me on my Instagram. It's beautyybyskye right here. I post all my looks there and I'm active on there every single day. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. And as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.